What's up, guys? Thank you for watching this video. And in today's video, we're only going to be talking about Chester, Sam, Greta, and Riley, because that's the only thing that matters, because the rest was womp womp. So let's get into episodes 6 and 7. Chester is definitely crazy or has some type of abandonment issues. I'm ready to see what it really is, because we don't see his parents, we only see his grandmother. So I wonder what his backstory is. We haven't gotten the chance to see it, and I'm hoping that in this next episode we do, because he was straight up going psycho on Sam, his guidance counselor. The show kind of had us thinking that Sam was flirting with Chester, but really he wasn't. Chester was obviously flirting with him, but the truth is that Sam was really truly just admiring him, because he does truly wish that he acted more like Chester in high school, like he told him in, I think it was episode 5. There in like episode 5 and 6 is when we got a glimpse of Chester being crazy, because he kind of went a little crazy on Sam when he didn't accept his friend request on Instagram. And when I saw that, I was like, ooh, oh, he a little crazy. But yeah, we saw that for sure in episode 7. I was a little confused on Chester's age. People in the comments, thank you, y'all was letting me know that Chester was 18. But in episode 6, Chester said that he had one more year to be legal. So that means he's 17. So we finally got a clear age on Chester, and he was letting Greta know that, you know, he had a little crush on someone who's 30 years old, and it could be a little molestery or whatever, but he's still gonna roll with it. Chester was actually catfishing Sam on Grindr. For some reason, Chester thought that Sam would be okay with this, but Sam was not okay with this at all. I'm just relieved that he's not a child molester or a pedophile. But yeah, Chester read the whole situation completely wrong. Sam was like, I could lose my job, and Chester's like, no, everything will be okay. After Sam was trying to shut it down, Chester kept going, talking about, you see me on the inside, we could have a whole future together, we think the same, you even want to be me, which is completely wrong. Sam doesn't want to be Chester. Like I said earlier, he just admires him and wishes that he could be more like him, like when he was younger. That's it. He don't want to be him or be with him. So yeah, Chester is trying to convince Sam that them being together could be a beautiful thing, and that they have an unspoken story together. And Chester is trying to demand Sam to tell him that if he was stuck on a deserted island, who would he pick to be there stuck with? And Sam won't give him an answer, and Chester keep pressing it. He's like, who would you be with on the island? Who would you be with? Going crazy. And Sam's kind of playing it cool. He's like, I'm your guidance counselor. You're a student. If you don't go back to your room, then you're going to be suspended. And then he finally just had it, and he was like, I would not pick you. And then Chester gets pissed and then sets off the fire alarm and starts screaming from the top of his lungs, like hella loud. What I find interesting is that Chester told Sam that he doesn't want to be alone anymore. And I really want to know what he means by that. I really want the show to hurry up and give us more of a backstory on Chester. There's some serious pain there, and I really want to know what it is. Now let's move on to Greta and Riley. I love these two separately and together, but I want them together more than separate. They're my favorites from the show, and they just can't seem to get it together. I want these two to be together so badly, but something always ends up happening to where that just can't happen. So they're out on this field trip, and they're kind of flirting with each other the whole time. And the whole time that I'm watching them on screen, I'm like loving their vibe and their chemistry. And I'm thinking, this field trip could be exactly what they need to be together finally. So when the bus broke down and they had to stay at this hotel randomly, they ended up sharing a room together. At first, they was just chilling, eating candy and whatnot, and then all of a sudden they start kissing, and I'm like, oh my god, yes, finally. And then Riley started taking off her clothes, and Greta was like, hold up, no, I don't want to do this. And Riley's standing there basically halfway naked, all confused, and Greta's like, I'm not like you, I don't hook up. And Riley's just basically like, why would you even say that? That's not what I'm trying to do. But to me, it's looking like that's what she's trying to do. That's like what she's used to doing, it seems like, because when she was at the aquarium, she just hooked up with the guy in the aquarium. So, and she even admitted to Chester that she hooks up, she don't get into relationships. So I'm like, girl, what you talking about? So Riley leaves out embarrassed and crying, and then she ends up at the front door of the girl. I don't know this girl's name, but she was on the bus and she's been eyeing Riley the whole time and like the whole trip. And then they hook up like 45 seconds later. But it looks like she's crying the whole time. I think that before Riley and Greta can be together properly in the right way, I think they need to work out some issues. Mainly Riley, because we do see that she has some at-home issues like with her mom and stuff like that. Maybe hooking up just comes more naturally to her. Maybe there's some type of like abandonment issues or something. That's why I wish that the show went more in depth with these things so we can get more of a backstory. They need to hurry up and do that. If they did that, the show would be even better. Let me know what you think of the relationships between Greta and Riley, Chester and Sam. Are they your favorite part of the show like they are mine? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. From now on, I think I'm mainly just going to focus on these 4. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.